All right. No, not Nexus of Fate. Yeah, Nexus of Fate was brutal. Nexus of Fate was cringe. Nexus of Fate was Hostage Mage, but worse. It was Parrot Quest Mage on steroids. It was like, nah, gross. I want to keep this elemental evocation, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I guess I'll keep this. That's my story about things I'm keeping. Saruun already. Where were you last turn? Corrupt the waters. Chat, we found a gamer. We have discovered a gamer. I feel like playing this now would be good, so I'm gonna do it. Right. I'd have played this if that had survived. You love Hostage Mage? Well, there you go. I see how the general narrative that anyone who plays aggro or combo deserve to die in Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, like, whenever anyone's like that, I don't even take them seriously. It was just, I don't know. Dude, people have some really, like, they have some opinions about Hearthstone that are like so shockingly volatile. You know, like, just why we got to take it there? You know, why do you care about the game? Like, I do care and have cared much more about Hearthstone, right? So, like, I can understand, you know, really loving something and wishing it was more like it was when you loved it. You know, like, I get that. I definitely get that. But, like, how is anyone saying that, like, how is anyone saying, you know, wishing actual harm on people over that, like, even as a joke? Like, how are you so, like, I don't know, it's just so unrelatable. Do you still play Lorcana? You can't possibly play every card game. I don't play a lot of Lorcana. I think, like, a large part of what I liked about Lorcana was that Renee was interested in it for a while, and now that she's not, it's too expensive and the gameplay isn't that exciting. It has the exact same vibe as Hearthstone, but it's also paper, but it's on paper instead of digital. So, like, if I'm gonna go to an event, I want to go to a Pokemon or a Magic event. Like, if I'm gonna go play cards in person at an event, and Lorcana doesn't have a digital client, and my wife stopped being interested in it, so it doesn't really do anything for me. Like, one of my buddies is really into it, and I feel a little bad that I've stopped playing just for that sake, but, like, he more likes to talk about Lorcana than actually play it with me, you know, so like, it doesn't really do me much good to play even for that reason. Trying to decide what the chances are that I can, like, play this and actually get an elemental that'll fix it, and the answer is, like, no, right? But anyway, so we have 5 damage right now, which is not very much. What if I just played this? What then? Mm-hmm. Remember to close your eyes when you cast Solar Flare. Does it hurt? The only time wishing all someone was funny Oh, the only time wishing ill on someone was funny was when Day 9 did it against G-Druid players. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that was iconic. I like the idea of control decks, but whenever I actually play a mirror, it just comes down to who put the greediest garbage in. For me, control decks are... I put them in the same category as combo decks, actually, in that... Well, I suppose I should play that first, but I was trying to go for a win this turn. Could I have just won? 2, 4... Yeah, I had lethal if I just played these two and pinged, right? Alright. I mean, that's not very funny. I want to save that for the spell damage. We'll just win next turn, it'll be fine. But, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh well, it's gone. CEDH is my primary format in MTG these days. I'd highly recommend. Also, the whole community, even big tournaments, are proxy friendly. Really? Interesting. I mean, like, I'd play at a CEDH tournament if I could proxy. Not spending $1,000 on Gaia's Cradle or whatever it is. Like that, there's that one card that's like, it's also like $1,000 or more or something. It's like Lion's Eye Diamond, and it's like so bad but so good. You know, like it's like a really awkward card. It's situationally broken, but like, yeah. All right. I just play this and we win. That's not very funny. Whatever. Can you go to your printer and make an MTG deck? It sounds like, you know, at least fan-held tournaments you can.
Ready to get scorched? I'll dance circles around you.
Sure, this is a hand. This is a hand of all time.
I see you've brought guests.
The CEDH deck that I want to build is, God, what, I don't know what it is. It's like Kirik or something like that, but Son of Yawgmoth. That deck looks really fun. With CEDH, there's no officially Wizards of the Coast tournaments, so everything is community driven. Oh, interesting. That seems good. Your bud has a Kirik deck. It's hyper fast combo. Yeah. It seems really fun to me. I would have to have, like, you know, my friends would want to have to build a CEDH deck for me to put that together, but I don't know. Like, I'd definitely be interested. All right, cool. So I play this, then I play all this other stuff. 3. So this is gonna be 4 total. That would be...
You built this for me?
And that's that. It's a pretty good board. That's the toughest part. Yeah. I don't know that they want to build CEDH yet. But if they did, I would build it. Or if there was a tournament I knew about that allowed proxies, I'd totally go. I also have a force of will now, and this is so much like magic talk, you know, for a video. It's kind of funny. Like if you're here for the Hearthstone and you're like, if this game makes it into the video and you're here for the Hearthstone, it's been like nothing but magic talk. But yeah, magic is funny. Commander is Highlander mode, but you can only have, you have an 100 card deck. You can only have you have like 99 cards in your deck, asterisks, and then the remaining card is your commander, and it starts off in the command zone. Instead of classes in Magic, you have colors of cards, and your commander will be certain colors, whatever colors your commander is. And you can only put cards in your commander deck that match one of the colors on your commander. So it's pretty cool. You just build a deck based on your commander. It's pretty fun. I'm into it. I like high power formats. Like, okay, so the idea of CEDH being like a turn, you know, 3-4 win, like whoever does their like big spaghetti immediately and then wins. That type of thing has a lot of potential for me. Like it sounds fun. And I don't appreciate that in Hearthstone because it's generally not evened out, right? Like I could enjoy a wild where everything's high powered, but just when it is, it tends to be one thing, right? One thing or a couple things. But in Magic, or at least in Commander, things tend to be, oh my goodness, what a start. Things tend to be spread out much better. Like, you know, there are tons of combinations you can put together that are going to be about as good as anybody else's thing that they're putting together. So it's not like you have to specifically play the one thing that's good like you do in Hearthstone. When something is broken. So all that is like kind of why I would enjoy a everything is unnerfed format, because the level of power would be more leveled, because lots of different things would have a broken thing to do. It's not just like you're facing the one opponent that has the broken thing over and over again. I'm definitely not saying that like that's necessarily preferred or anything like that, but I would enjoy it. If that's what it was. Like, I would enjoy it more than a lot of the Hearthstone metas I have experienced. You can interact more in other card games, I feel like. That is true, but I also feel like people put too much stock in that. Because, like, so in Hearthstone, right, you do a thing and then your opponent can do a thing, and then you do a thing and your opponent can do a thing. In Magic, it's the same thing, except the exchange happens more rapidly, right? So in Magic, you still do a thing and then your opponent has a chance to do a thing, and then you do a thing and then your opponent has a chance to do a thing. You know, like it is the same gameplay, it's just distributed differently. So I think yes and no in that regard. All right, I have run out of interesting things to do with my hand here. I actually made the deck I did. Yeah, JF suggested to build a deck around Saruun this morning.
How long does this go on? How long does this go on?
I win. Okay, so I could draw a bunch of cards. I don't ever win this turn, right? Let me do this. Yeah, I'm about to get like Saruun Chaingate. What am I playing against? My opponent has been playing Cards Warlock, and I just haven't even, like, I've been thinking too much about Magic and stuff. And in MTG, comboing is not so brain dead with a bunch of counter spells and kill stuff. Like, if you guys remember, I was talking about like commentary that I'm not gonna miss. Again, like I feel like that's a little overstated. Like the yeah, I don't know.
This is not what we stood for.
Goodbye, my sweet 2-3. I will miss you. Alright, have we drawn enough things? I could also just do this, right? So if I did... It's never lethal, I don't think. But it could be funny. Right? We can just do the funny.
What to do?
For each elemental you played last turn. Rude. Look at all this spell damage. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool, chat. Are we in trouble? Because this thing has just found Velen, presumably, right? Like, they play that, and then we can't, none of this gets to pet face anymore. So it comes down to how much damage this is going to do around the Velen. I mean, we can top deck. Really? I've already used both Solars? So I guess we need to find Insidious. Insidious, you're our last best hope for peace. Hey, good to see you. Right. I will play the Insidious. Insidious. We draw, right? Because we have all the spell damage out. It's not like it's that bad. Yeah, that was pretty juicy. That was pretty juicy. It's a shame we didn't queue into another one. Isn't it lethal with the Tainted? Yeah, this is infinite. Infinite taunt. That was some fat spell damage. It really was. It's pretty exciting. If there was a full Unnerfed mode, which decks do you think would be bonkers? I think Kael'thas Druid would be nuts. I think some form of the Demon Seed would be nuts. You thought Velen could stop me. Bolf Jailer Warlock? I don't know about that. Bolf is so stoppable. Trade an elemental for 3, then goes into Velen. Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? You're a smart cookie, aren't you? Alright, fine. Fine. You're right. Missed legal. This was way funnier, though. No regrets. No regrets. Is Bolf a bad version of the Velen combo? I mean, like, it's okay. Yeah, I guess, huh? Yeah. It is a bad version of the Velen combo now that you say. Is that the thing about Bolf Jailer is doing that puts you into fatigue. So if your opponent has an answer to it, there are less answers to Bolf Jailer than there are to Velen, Serenite, but there are still plenty of answers, and if you do one of them, then you're in fatigue, right? So you're
Circles around
you're now taking a bunch of fatigue damage. So it's also more expensive, right? Like Serenite you play on 4, Velen you play on 7, Both you play on 6, Jailer you like, but you're not going to play, you have to play it after the Jailer basically, or the same turn. Both Jailer and an 8 mana Arena Lone Ranger format. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like no deck would be, none of that stuff would be good, right? Well, in a full unnerfed mode, in fully unnerfed Hearthstone, do you get to turn 8? I don't think so. Like, I think that's really rare if that's gonna happen. But Bolf is funny. Yeah, I think Bolf is funny now. Like, I think they should unnerf him now. I was like surprised when they didn't. Well, poop. This feels bad to not get the card off of Spider, but like, this is a big start. It's not something I can just ignore, right? But also, I get to draw 2 off of this now, so. Their patches could be a 4-1 right now, if they'd wanted to trade better there. Those trades make you feel sick. Coin for health, watch post. That's true, yeah, you would have that. You'd have 2 mana alibi. Yeah, maybe some decks could get to 8 to use Reno. Maybe. Show me Solar Flare. Could I even Solar Flare? No. Maybe. No. Keep on panning. Alright, here's my question, chat. Do I kill this or this? Probably that, right? I'm more afraid of them cards than 1 attack on the pirate, I think. I think Sork decks could be nutso with Rebarb. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, it's just Watch Post. Like, Watch Post is the only hope for a slow deck to exist in that format. In a fully unnerfed format. It's enough of that Hosen business. Hey, it's my Rene. Yeah, imagining it. Wow. Boop. Boop. Okay, well, this could potentially just kill that for me, which would be nice. Yeah, I'll do it in advance. I don't care about wasting damage. I care more about saving the body if too much of this misses. It doesn't matter to me if I end up, like, if 4 hits this and I still trade, good. Alright. But like, if only 2 hit it, you know, I didn't want to waste the body on that, you know? So hitting it first, oh, yeah, see? The tempo mattered here a lot more than the the face damage. How many wild cards are in this? Glacial Shard is in core, right? 1, 2. That's in core. That's in core. That's in core. 3. Is it literally 3 cards? Hilarious. It'll be a wild deck pretty soon, right? Like, real soon. Top deck Firefly, unlucky. What I'd like to do is play this on 2, have it live undisputed. Respected, saluted. Oh, never mind. And seen for the wonder it is. But anyways, I want to play this and then that all in the same turn. But yeah, maybe I'm not playing Shade this turn, whatever that thing's called. Shale, because we want to draw a card with it. I'm sick of not drawing a card with that. Also, I get to play Saruun next turn. That's a little spicy. Ellie Prep is bonkers. Ellie Prep is a bit bonkers. I think we're gonna lose this game though. That's my big opinion. My opponent's getting there. The fact that they drew instead of ramp there is maybe hopeful. I don't know, maybe I should just draw on, right? Because I could have played both, like, this could have been a 4-3 and a 4-3. Like, 1 less health on board, but 2 more bodies, and could have drawn something else. No, maybe this is fine. I take it back. This worked out great. Not great, but fine. A little scared. A little scared. They probably just have it next turn, right? Or are they digging for something? I feel like they're digging for something. I don't like it. This is not legal, but if they clear somehow, it could be illegal next turn. I don't know, chat. I don't know. No! You stop that. Am I supposed to like spam threaten emotes to mess up their turn?
Please honor the celebratory nature of this occasion.
Is this working? Are they completely unable to finish their stuff? Did it work? Oh, they solored that? That's brutal. Please honor the celebratory potatoes of our spaghetti. Honor it.
Please honor the celebratory
My opponent is going
nature of
really
this
slow. My opponent must not have had a good hand. That's my new opinion. Like, they can't play anything anymore. So, like, the idea behind the emotes there, like, I wasn't just being bitter. The idea behind the emotes there is they were playing an APM deck, and theoretically, like, this is just something I've heard from Twitch chat, right? Like, if you emote, it'll kind of mess up their turn a little bit. I don't know if it actually works or not, but I've done it, and I won, so it must work.
The pleasure is mine.
Is this standard or wild? It's one of those. Actually, it is hard to tell, huh? Because we have a mostly standard deck. It's wild. Look how pretty this thing is. Look at all of its eyes. Look at all of its eyes, chat. Look at it go. Wow, wow, wow. Well, we've drawn all the spells in our deck. Bar 1. Is it worth making 3 3/2s right now? I kind of feel like it might be. Tempo good. Tempo good. Is this Alex Rogue, by the by? The likelihood of Tempo Shark is pretty low, right? Actually, I should have just cracked both of these, because then I could have done this even if they cleared my board somehow. Like, what are they going to clear my board with? This stuff? I'm scared, chat. Was this Draka Rogue? Is that what this one is? Can they get to 30? Not sure. It seems like no, and they seem to be going at a speed that isn't cheating. And they've now wasted all their stuff on Scrumbus. I do feel pretty rewarded for not wasting these yet. They're also frozen. Oh yeah, they can't. They can't actually. Whatever. That's true. Can I do anything though? These animations seem a little sus. If my turn actually gets skipped, I'll assume it's cheating. Until then, probably not. The fact that my turn can get skipped by my opponent's animations at all is an atrocity. Like, how is that even possible? My turn should not start until my opponent's turn is over. Right? Shirley Marshy always wins from here. Yeah. Extended BM. Well, I mean, like, it's good for them, right? Because at the very least, right? This is going to take some time away from my turn. Oh, they actually got the weapon up. All right. So I am dead if I don't win right now. And I can't win right now, right? I need another freezy pop. That's too bad. I actually... No. I didn't have a chance otherwise. So 4... It's never unless I get Omega lucky with this, right? All 7 go face. Easiest win of my life. Yeah, unlucky. Huh. 35 can be legit. If they did 41, you'd call sus. I heard that that's like the distinction. How do you guys feel about Insidious on 3? What if we go Allies, Archivist, Insidious? No spider tank to save Marshy, it's true. Brutal. Yeah, this could have been a Renathal deck, couldn't have. Then I could have put even more quality elementals in here. And actually, Saruun would have more value. So I think if I was going to do that, I would have to go Polkelt, which is probably fine. So what are the other 8 cards? There's no more fire spells worth having, right? The Forge one? Yeah, the Forge one's okay, isn't it? Like if we're planning to win that way most of the time. Ooh. Now I want to not do my super cool plan. But nah, we'll do this. We'll do this. Also, there's a chance that like just doing this clears this board. That's kind of funny. Just because we have this. 30 health problems, real and true. There's 2 mana deal 4. Is it not good enough? Is it like it's a random target, but if you played an elemental last turn, choose a target? Is that the one? Wow, that ship's Chungus really went a long way, didn't it? Yeah, I guess I should have played that first. It would have made it easier to play Solar. Except I'm never playing Solar this turn, so it's whatever. Alright, let's see what we've won. Drew no eruptions? I'm surprised. I also didn't draw any of the solar flares. I just have no AoE. That's brutal. Come on. That's brutal, chat. You have to admit that's brutal. Gyminator coming with a raid. Gyminator, how's the gym stream? How did we do? Did you have fun? What'd you play? He molded, but it was okay. Story of my life. If they did a balanced patch to change the name of Ship's Trojan to Ship's Chumbus, would it be a nerf or a buff? It'd be a huge buff. It'd be so much more chumby. Did my opponent give up? He couldn't comprehend the power of that elemental turn. It was a pretty good turn. I'll give them that. Seems like a buff to you too. Word. I hate Ship's Chungus's name right now. I can't say or spell it. I know. That's why I call it Ship's Chungus. Helpful. I killed off a 1/1 I didn't have to. That's how you know I'm a good player. Wait, isn't allies a liability with the acceleration dude? I am not afraid of sometimes discarding 1 card. 3 mana, 3/1, draw 2 cards is still good. And actually, Elemental Allies has been phenomenal. I've I've had it in my starting hand most of the time, and you know, draw 3 cards for 1 mana is good. I don't trust my opponent not to kill me with Mind Blasty type stuff. So I'm gonna do this. It'd be so strong they need to ban it in classes other than priest. Yeah, Ship's Chungus is too strong for non-priest classes. That's true. That's true. Aw, my poor 2/3. Having to sit there as a dead. Nope, it's dead. You'll never know what it would have been like to live life as a 2-1. Because it instantly died. Order lol. Opponent could have floated 1 mana. Alright, blazing excretion. Discard me and all the allies. Oh, it really did. Alright. My opponent top decks Mind Blast or Mind Seer or Acupuncture, and I haven't found a single one of my 5 eruptions. I'm uninstalling. All of your Hearthstones are so over. I'm uninstalling everyone's. Oh, thank goodness. It didn't have to come to it. Goodbye, my sweet 4-2. Wait, don't you just not play that? Isn't that a huge liability to you if you play that here? Interesting.